Good day, folks. It is I, Captain JJB84. Response to the how Iron Man 2 ruined WandaVision essay has been kind of mixed, actually. Not that I intended it to be that way, though. I just didn't think it would be that mixed. I'm not really bothered by this per se. It's just, I didn't intend for it to be have such a mixed reaction, but I'm okay with that, though. It's kind of nice to have a piece of work out there that not everyone's a fan of, though. Not to say, my essays are amazing masterpieces. Like, I'm my own worst critic, though. But I don't know. It's just kind of nice to have something that isn't always, the favorite or whatever. I am taking a bit of a hiatus between my next project, and the next project is, well, as I teased in the end of the WandaVision essay, the Conrad Cut of Electronic Critic 2049. For those who don't know, Electronic Critic 2049 was a documentary I made way back in the ancient times of 2017, which was 4 years ago somehow. It was a doc I made while I was in college at the time, but my college went on strike for a whopping 5 weeks. And I had this idea for this story of interviewing film critics, get a sense of what their job is, though, because throughout summer 2017, I just kept seeing all these articles of just filmmakers, producers, all that, just blaming Rotten Tomatoes and film critics in general for why their films were so, poorly received and weren't making money. And I thought that was both pathetic, sad, and just funny to me. Just funny to me, though. I mean, no, we didn't make a bad film. No, it's all you telling the people that, our films are bad, though. We didn't do anything bad. So I made the doc. Just made it in my free time, though. Made it in the 5 weeks that my college was on strike. But even after college was resumed, I still worked on it and had it ready because I showed it at Christmas time to family and friends, and then put it on YouTube. And I've wanted for the longest time to return to that, though, because I've held on to the original interviews, though. Those interviews were all an hour long each. And we talked about a lot of stuff. Some of which I think, because I was doing some light prep work for it the other day, some of which I feel might actually make for a compelling, second take or something like that, though. It's not so much like a director's cut, though. It's more just like I'm kind of building this thing from the ground upwards. So it'll definitely be much longer, and it's not just going to be entirely new, material and stuff, though. There will be, stuff I included in the doc, as is, though. But I basically want to try and tell another story with it, though. And it won't just be as simple as, I'm just, putting all the interviews together, though. I'm kind of starting from scratch. I got my interviews, but I'm not stopping there, though. I'm also adding to it as well, though. I'm adding another interview I shot for another doc, which has material that I felt could have added greatly to it. And in addition to that, I'm shooting 2 new interviews, though. One of which I've already spoken to, and he is on board for, and another is a interview subject I've wanted to interview for quite some time. But no spoilers as to who that's going to be. But that'll definitely be coming next year. I'm not planning to make any more video essays. Maybe a smaller video or 2, I don't know yet. But it's something I've wanted to go back to, and now that I, figured, alright, I guess I'm doing the whole video essay thing, I'm doing something serious with YouTube, I figure now is the time to give it another crack, though. I don't know when it's going to be out, but yeah. Just, I'll give you updates on it and such. I did a bit of light prep work the other day, though. I still have all the interviews, though. But what it is, I shot it with a completely different camera, and the files are just huge file size, and that I edit on a little dinky laptop. It's very good, editing-wise. But it's going to be a bit of a process, though, because that thing has no space, is the real issue. Despite that, though, I'm excited to, make it, though. And I'm excited to add to it, though. It's funny, probably calling it the Conrad Cut's not really a good name to call it, though. It's not so much a director's cut, though. It's more just like I'm just making a new movie, in a sense, though. And of course, you can already kind of see where the inspiration came from. Yes, I was inspired by the Snyder Cut, because I like the Snyder Cut a lot, of Justice League. Now I was sort of limited at the time, though, just in terms of time, though. And, I was still a student, so I had other work to do. It wasn't something I could always just make the priority. Of course, now I'm working, and, I don't always have the time to do it. I got a fairly busy work schedule the next, month and a half, so I'll just kind of work on it when I get the chance though. But yes, that's for sure going to be the next project, most likely out next year. And of course I have an idea for the next video essay after that though, because I just can't help myself. Lots of fun. So be on the lookout when I get those done, but yeah. So that is the Conrad Cut. It is a complete, from the ground up version of Electronic Critic 2049 that I wanted to remake for a while. And there's a lot of stuff in those interviews that is pretty relevant to, not only to today, but might just be, I think, make for compelling material. More on that when it happens, though. So, I hope you're all doing well. Thanks for all those who stayed with me and watched my video essays. I plan to do more, obviously, as I just said. And I hope you all have a nice day. Take care, wear a mask, get vaccinated, social distance, do it all, people. And take care.